Oh, hello there. What is happening? Wait. Lovely. I'd like to know in Stream Deck why is that command, that macro, not working? Action. Oh, that's why. Because it's not set up. It's not set up. Oh, hang on. 1 second, chat. Phone calls. Right, should be all good. Should be all good now. Fingers crossed. We're going to jump straight over to our scripture reading today. We're obviously starting quite a bit late today. So it's going to be a short stream because I've got a bit of work to do today. So let's jump over there and get started. So today, obviously, Friday the 28th, the last day of Feb for us, last day of summer for us. Ooh, bring on the cool weather. That's all we'll say about that. Psalm 99 we're into today. First up. Is the old Spotify going to work? Oh, it is. Look at that. Lovely. All right, first reading from the Psalm 99. Let's get into this. The Lord reigns. Let the people tremble with reverential fear. He sits enthroned above the cherubim. Let the earth quake. The Lord is great in Zion, and he is high above all people. Let them confess and praise your great name, awesome and reverence inspiring. It is holy, and holy is he. The strength of the king who loves righteousness and equity, you establish in uprightness. You execute justice and righteousness in Jacob, Israel. Extol the Lord our God and worship at his footstool. Holy is he. Moses and Aaron were among his priests, and Samuel was among those who called upon his name. They called upon the Lord, and he answered them. He spoke to them in the pillar of cloud. They kept his testimonies and the statutes that he gave them. You answered them, O Lord our God. You were a forgiving God to them, although avenging their evildoing and wicked practices. Extol the Lord our God and worship at his holy hill, for the Lord our God is holy. Amen. So cool. So cool. I think we read that one yesterday as well, but I love the way that in this particular reading plan and the lectionary, they do repeat the Psalms for a number of days. It really helps you just remember them, get into them, really study them, and just get them on your heart. You know, it's cool. Right, Deuteronomy 9:6-14. So most of this page. Know therefore that the Lord your God does not give you this good land to possess because of your righteousness, for you are a hard and stubborn people. Earnestly, hang on, was this what we read yesterday as well? I feel like this is what we read. It is what we, oh no. Deuteronomy 9, 1 to 5. Okay, so we're reading on from yesterday. Yeah, 9, 6 to 14. Know therefore that the Lord your God does not give you this good land to possess because of your righteousness, for you are a hard and stubborn people. Earnestly remember and forget not how you provoked the Lord your God to wrath in the wilderness. From the day you left the land of Egypt until you came to this place, you have been rebellious against the Lord. Even in Horeb, you provoked the Lord to wrath, and the Lord was so angry with you that he would have destroyed you. When I went up to the mountain to receive the tables of stone, the tables of the covenant which the Lord made with you, I remained on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. I neither ate food nor drank water. And the Lord delivered me the two tables of stone, written with the finger of God. And on them were all the words which the Lord spoke with you on the mountain out of the midst of the fire in the day of the assembly. And at the end of the 40 days and 40 nights, the Lord gave me the two tables of stone, the tables of covenant. And the Lord said to me, Arise, go down from here quickly, for your people whom you brought out of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They have quickly turned aside from the way which I commanded them. They have made for themselves a molten image. Furthermore, the Lord said to me, I have seen this people, and behold, they are stubborn and hard. Let me alone, that I may destroy them, and blot out their name from under the heavens, and I will make of you a nation mightier and greater than they. A couple of little thoughts on this. So Moses remained on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. He neither ate food nor drank water. And the Lord delivered me the two tables of stone. Yeah, I mean, I obviously need to do a bit more research into that, but the fact that he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, like, there's something so key about fasting. And then post that, you know, God delivering something into your life, God handing something down. Definitely worth looking into that. The other thing I wanted to note here was, so 40 days, 40 nights, and then further down, arise, go down, for the people whom you brought out of Egypt have corrupted themselves. So it took them a month and a little bit. It took them 40 days before they had completely forgotten God. And I guess it's just a reminder how quickly, you know, if we're not being intentional about our relationship with God, how quickly we can turn away from God, given our human nature. They are stubborn and hard. Yeah. I mean, you've got to be so careful of that in our own lives. Like, you know, how willing, how easily accepting of discipline, rebuke, conviction are we, or are we stubborn? So yeah, it's a couple of little thoughts on that little bit there. So that's our Old Testament. Jumping over to Acts chapter 10, 1 to 8. 1 to 8, yeah, so a fair bit of this. Now, living at Caesarea, there was a man whose name was Cornelius, a centurion captain of what was known as the Italian regiment, a devout man who venerated God and treated him with reverential obedience, as did all his household. And he gave much alms to the people and prayed continually to God. I'm just seeing this as this guy was obviously a Roman centurion, part of the Roman occupation, who was also a devout, I guess, Christian, although the term Christian sort of wasn't a thing at this stage, but, you know, believed in God, followed God, which I just find that interesting. being a devout Roman. Yeah, often we think the Romans were completely anti-God, anti-Christianity, anti-Jesus, all of that, but this guy was obviously part of the Roman legion, and was following God, as did all his household, and gave much alms to people and prayed continually to God. About the 9th hour, about 3 p.m. of the day, he saw clearly in a vision an angel of God entering and saying to him, excuse me. Not excuse me, saying to him, Cornelius. And he, gazing intently at him, became frightened and said, What is it, Lord? And the angel said to him, Your prayers and your generous gifts to the poor have come up as a sacrifice to God and have been remembered by him. And now send men to Joppa and have them call for and invite here a certain Simon, whose surname is Peter. He is lodging with Simon, a tanner, whose house is by the seaside. When the angel who spoke to him had left, Cornelius called 2 of his servants and a God-fearing soldier from among his own personal attendants, and having rehearsed everything to them, he sent them to Joppa. Just having a think about that. I mean, I guess it's kind of a simple passage. There's also a lot in it as well. It's like talking about, you know, being generous and giving to those in need, and, you know, God seeing that sacrifice. And as such, I guess God knowing that Cornelius would be faithful to what the angel was asking him to do. He had almost was like a rapport with God, so that God knew that he was generous, he was faithful, so that God could trust him with this, I guess. And God-fearing soldier from among his own personal tenants. So he obviously had other, you know, God-following soldiers around him, and having rehearsed everything to them. I wonder what this is. And having rehearsed everything to them, he sent them to Joppa. What does it mean by rehearsed? Let's just jump over here and do a bit of a study. Hebrew words: recount, give, offer, or receive a gift, payment, or fee. Speak. Propose, announce, inform, give evidence, provide an explanation. Informed, become known. Lay, set down, arrange, fix, stand, put, install, mount, establish, confirm. Announce, disclose, proclaim. Okay. And having disclaimed to them, having recounted to them, having spoken, having announced to them. That's what that word rehearsed means in that sense. Just to nod different, you know, culture that we wouldn't say the word rehearsed necessarily there. We would probably use something like, and having told everything to them, having instructed everything to them, he sent them to Joppa. Well, there you go. That's our Bible reading for today. That's pretty cool. There was some cool stuff in there. And make sure you follow along tomorrow for that. What's this here? So I'm just opening some tabs over here. Keep reading, and we will follow on with that on Monday in the next stream. I am going to just probably stay live for a little bit and do a bit of work. Probably won't play any games just at the moment. I got to do some emails, reply to some emails, do a bit of work. That kind of fun stuff is what we're up to. So we can close this down. We can put our groovy tunes back on. Cool. Very cool. I'm going to shift this guy over here. I am going to check though. I'm going to be a bit cheeky and open up Epic and just see what our game for the week is, our free game of the week. Cool, cool. What do we got going on this week? No, I don't want to update that just yet. Deal of the week, Dreamlight Valley. Let's go. Horizon Adventures. Oh, is that like Lego Horizons? Is that new? That's pretty cool. Hey TNL, what's happening, dude? Good to see you, mate. I'm just having a look at this Horizons Lego. Must be brand new, I think. Where does it tell me? Does it tell me? Oh no, I don't want to view the user agreement. I want to know when it came. Oh, here we go. Release date 15th of the 11th last year. Okay. Right, so it is pretty new. Is it typical Lego? It looks a bit different in terms of graphics and gameplay, I guess. Interesting, interesting. How's your day been, TNL? With the work grind today, I presume. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Mages of Mysteria is our free game, and them's fighting herds. Work. Yeah, man. Yeah, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Bit of a late start today because I went out for breakfast this morning and had some breakfast. I dropped a couple of pickies in the Discord. So if you want to see what my amazing breakfast was this morning, jump over there and have a look in the Foodies channel. I've already got this apparently. It's already in my library. Okay. Where's the meat? No, we did the smoked salmon today. The smoked salmon. I tend to opt for smoked salmon over bacon on Eggs Benny these days. Mainly because bacon, as much as I love bacon, it's hard not to love bacon, but as much as I love bacon, it's I don't feel real great after having it for breakfast. It makes me feel pretty just gross. So I get the smoked salmon because it's just a bit lighter, you know? Gonna wrap so much stuff in bacon. Love it. But yeah, so we had eggs Benny, some hollandaise sauce, and a couple of poached eggs, and some smoked salmon. It was really good, and a delicious coffee, because you all know coffee is life over here. And I had to document that photo of coffee because I had to show all you American folk what real coffee is. Not that trash that you guys drink over there, with your creamer. Although I know you don't do that, TNL. You're a black coffee kind of guy. So that's acceptable. I accept black coffee as acceptable, as long as it's brewed nicely. It's got to be brewed nicely. Yes, I know. You're a black coffee kind of guy. You're not a creamer kind of guy. Mages of, yeah, apparently I have this. I don't know when I got this, but I have this in my library already. So, no getting the free game this week. And, hang on a sec. Mowing across the road? Might be. Some cold brew, throw some, yeah, heavy cream's okay, but that creamer stuff that you guys use, I don't know why it's a thing, to be honest. Creamer is not a thing in Australia. Cream, like actual like heavy cream, yeah, that's a thing, but creamer with all its additives and fakeness, no thank you. Pass. Hard pass. It's all chemicals. Exactly, and I don't know why it's a thing, honestly. Like, why would you, like, if you like a creamy coffee, like, why wouldn't you just use milk and, like, you know, froth up some milk, some you know, full fat milk, or like, don't get like this rubbish like pretend stuff. Just get the real thing. It's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard. All right, rant over. What's this one next week? Them's fighting herds, was it? Them's fighting herds. Okay, looks interesting. Them's fighting herds, 2D fighting game featuring a cast of adorable animals designed by, yep. Beneath the cute and cuddly surface, a serious fighter awaits. Is this like Street Fighter Pets Edition? Webcam's coming tomorrow. Nice. Love it. Get that bad boy set up. Did you look into those mics for your cooking streams, Tina? What did you think? What's your thoughts there? It's like Street Fighter Farm Edition. Interesting. Oh, I've got this one too, apparently. What? When did I get all these games? They must be just doing their annual, like, redo all the free games that they did last year or something. Because apparently I've already got that game. Add the source to OBS and hook up a second mic to my PC. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you could probably test that with, I mean, they're kind of designed to link up to like a phone. So maybe they're Bluetooth. You'd have to check what exports they have. Find the wireless lab. Oh, you've already got a wireless lab. Oh, just wear that, man. I didn't realize you had one. Yeah, you could just do that if you're wanting to save a few bucks. Don't know where it is though. Come on, Tanner. Come on. It'll be in a box somewhere. Super cheap one, or cheap one, I think you were mean to say. That's okay, as long as it picks up your audio. Like, even a cheap lav mic's got to be better than the onboard mic on the GoPro, right? And it means that when you set the GoPro down, when you're doing your cooking stuff, like, we can still hear you clearly because your lav mic will be on your person. And it's wireless, so might not be better. Yeah, maybe. Like, I don't know. You'd have to run a test, I think, and just check it out. If it's not staticky, then it should be fine. As long as it's not staticky or like breaking up because of the wireless signal. And it's not like you're going like, you know, 100 or 200 meters away. You're like literally, you know, what, 10 meters away max from sort of where the receiver would be. So was crackling a lot. Okay. But I think the last time you were using it, it was a bit further, wasn't it? Because wasn't your like workspace like sort of downstairs? And I'm pretty sure now your office area is like pretty close. I don't know. It's worth finding and just testing out anyway. Unless of course you want to spend more money. And then just forget where it is and just buy a DJI mic mini, whatever they're called. Oh, didn't you? Didn't you? I thought you used it when you did some cooking streams. So was it all GoPro? Yeah, anyway, see what you think. But yeah, getting a cheap option and making sure it works and it's all set up, and then, you know, sometimes cheap options work just as well for, you know, the kind of stuff we're doing as streamers. So yeah. All right, let's jump back over here. So apparently I have both of those games in the Epic Store. I'm gonna just jump in, check my emails and see what we gotta do. Where's my email? There it is. Steam's got lots of stuff on sale at the moment. Star Trucker. I played the demo of that. It was pretty good. It was a bit finicky. Forever Skies. What's Forever Skies? It's on my wish list, so I definitely was looking at it at some point. Okay, I've got to log on and do that one. That's fine. Let's put that on the to-do list. It's always been the GoPro. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I lie. I tell lies. Where we are? Where are we? Last day of Feb, guys. Last day of summer. Starting to get quite a bit of stuff in this in my notebook here. It's good. It's filling up. Love it. That's the whole point of it. I'll do those transcripts. What's for dinner tonight, Tino? Wait, let me guess. Leftovers. Hey. Leftover pork loin. Love it. Love it. Tell you what, TNL, I've been hitting the pavement, man. I did a morning walk yesterday, which I think I talked about in the stream yesterday. And then we had a meeting at the kids' school, which is from where the car park is up to where the meeting was, is a pretty good hike. So I did that. And then I took the dog for a walk in the evening. So I did that. Man, smashed some miles yesterday. Over 10k steps, which was good, which is like, you know, they say that's the norm, right? 10k steps, do 10k steps a day. But if you're like me and you spend most of your day doing stuff in front of a screen, 10k steps is actually a bit of a challenge to get to. So I'm pretty happy I got to that. Jumped up this morning, went for a walk. Daughter didn't come this morning on my walk this morning though. She was not awake. So I just quietly snuck out the door, left her to sleep in. But yeah, I did it. I got up, went for the walk, and it was good. Actually went for a bit of a longer walk this morning, which was nice. So, but yeah, pounding the pavement, making it happen, you know, getting those miles in. What was I doing? I was sending a message. Don't mind me, I'm just sending a text message. Had a doctor appointment today. Doctor wants you to work on walking some more. Yeah, cool. March 9th, the tattoo. Let's go, TNL. Love it. Can't wait to see it. Do some walking. Yeah, I need to... I've been wanting to sort of do a bit more walking and stuff for a while now. And the what's the word? The motivator for me, or the thing that got me into action, was actually my daughter wanted to come along with me. Just having that extra bit of, you know, I guess accountability, for lack of a better word, to actually get up, because I knew she was going to be up and ready to go, which has been great. So we're just going to stick with it for now, especially the morning walks. And so the plan is, if I can go for a decent walk in the morning, and then in the afternoons, the evenings, I take the dog for a walk, because the dog needs to go for a walk every day. That's pretty much all I'm happy with that, you know. So that's sort of what we're planning now, you know. And I'm not trying to kill it. I'm not trying to get out there and do 10 kilometers, you know, 50 miles every morning, 3-hour walk every morning. Just like in the mornings, I'm like, if I can get in, you know, at least a 20-minute, or, you know, better yet, if I can do like a half an hour, 45 minutes, that's awesome. And then in the afternoons, you know, literally like 20 minutes or half an hour again, take the dog down to the dog park and let him have a run around, and then we walk home basically. And some days I'll take him a bit further. I'll do another lap around the block just to go a bit further. But yeah, small steps, mate. No pun intended. Right? No pun intended. Here it is. Gonna try to get out walking with the girls when you have them sometimes. Yeah. That's the best way to do it. So yeah, it's nice that my oldest daughter was like, yeah, I want to go walking in the mornings. I was like, all right, let's do it together. I'll come with you. And just having that, you know, knowing that she was going to be up and ready to go, and didn't want to sort of let her down. So that's sort of what got me out of bed. And but yeah, we'll watch this space. We'll just see how it sort of progresses moving forward. All right, that text message has been sent. Send another one. Catching up on all the jobs I meant to do, the little things, and replying to people's messages. Hey, sad news about Gene Hackman. You know, very, very good actor in that scene. Been retired for a very long time, but just seems like a pretty terrible way to go, you know? You saw but don't know much about it. Yeah, I only had a bit of a look. I didn't actually know yesterday. My dad, who loves to be the bearer of all the news, the world's news, rang me pretty late last night. I was like, oh, did you hear? And I was like, oh, no, what happened? And he's like, oh, Gene Hackman was found dead. And I was like, okay, fair enough. So I had a bit of a look on the news this morning about it, and yeah, bit of a strange sort of thing, but yeah, at the same time, kind of sad, but you know, for someone that lived the life and was the superstar, you know, actor that he was for so long, and then he sort of just disappeared into obscurity, and then yeah, to be found like that. Well, they haven't sort of given a definitive answer all they sort of know is they're going to do an autopsy and do, you know, all that testing and stuff. The report I read this morning, and, you know, it's mainstream media, so who knows the truth of it. But they said there was a bottle of pills on the bench that was, you know, scattered around. They're looking at potential carbon monoxide poisoning because he was found dead. And his wife was found dead, and then one of their dogs was found dead. It's like a bit strange, but there were 2 other dogs on the property apparently that were fine. So yeah, I don't get it. Kratzy's here. Kratzy coming in with the biddies. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Good morning, good morning, morning. Yes, Kratzy, we're just chatting about Gene Hackman. Sadly passed away in the last sort of couple of days. You too, mate. You too. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Do I have any? What have I got here? Yeah, I got nothing. Oh, I'll do this one. 25 biddies. Let's go. How was wait, you were playing Avowed? Oh, you were playing Skull and Bones last night, Kratzy. I was so keen for that game when it first came out, and I played quite a bit of it, like in season 1. Haven't played it for a little while, but I've been thinking maybe I'll just get back into it. It's just not very popular. It sort of died, unfortunately. And I don't think it died because the game was bad. I mean, it wasn't like... It just didn't live up to the hype, I think. Just didn't live up to the hype. Like, I think in terms of a pirate game, I think it was really good. Like, I don't know. Big sad, not because of the game. Yeah, I think it was just people. I think it was just toxic people just made it worse than what it actually is. Like, it's still a good, solid game, but people came out just absolutely berating it. And yeah, it did take the studio a long time to bring the game out, and there was a lot of delays, and you know, there was a bit of controversy around it. But when I jumped into the game, I was like, this is pretty cool. Like, so you don't play it hardcore and grind. Yeah. Yeah, so I got like pretty high up, like when I was playing when it first came out, had all my labs set up and stuff like that. And but yeah, I haven't played like season 2 or any of the further seasons. But yeah, the other day I was like, yeah, maybe I could fire that back up. That was a bit of fun, that game, sailing around, blowing stuff up. TD2? What's TD2? I probably know it. I'm just not putting it together in my brain at the moment. We're kind of just doing a bit of chatting. Today. I started late because I was out this morning for brekkie. Oh, Division. Yeah. Okay, of course. Division, yeah. I played a bit of it too a while back as well. I played a bit of everything, really. Never got super into the Division. Even Hello Kitty Island. Look, I haven't played Hello Kitty Island, but, you know, I've played my fair share of Dreamlight Valley. Disney Dreamlight Valley. I like those dual kind of games. I've played a stack of Animal Crossing on the Switch. Started on day release and on PS, PlayStation, as its anniversary as well. Funny enough. Oh, it's like the anniversary today, or like at the moment. There's nothing wrong with Hello Kitty Island TNL. Right? Jeez. A game I did jump back into recently was oh mate, yeah, mental blank. See, I do like jumping back and forth between games a lot. I don't tend to stick on a single game for like too long, but the problem with doing that is sometimes it's so long between playing the game that when I get back into the game, it's really hard to get back in because I'm like, I don't know where I was up to. I don't know what I was doing. I don't remember the process. So especially those survival crafters. So you've almost got to jump back into the game and start fresh again. Lightyear Frontier, I had a great time playing that when it first came out. And I fired it up the other day and was like, yeah, this is cool. It looks great. I'd love to get back into this. And of course, I had no idea what I was doing or how to do anything. So I'm going to have to start it again, I think. Oh, Skull and Bones is a year old. Yep. Man, I feel like it was longer than a year ago that I was sort of playing that. Yeah, interesting. PUBG's 8 years old soon. I know, right? Whew. Crazy. Oh, I did get that. Man, I've got a lot of updates to do in my Steam library. Loads of them. Look at all this blue on this side. All these updates to do. Yeah, Dave the Diver. Brilliant game. Absolutely brilliant. I did play through... Played through Subnautica last year. Amazing. Phenomenal game, Subnautica. So I'm keen for Subnautica 2 when it comes out. I don't think they've given a release date yet, I don't think. Is there a release date? Check out... Wait, where did I see that? Subnautica 2, here we go. It's on my wish list. Release date. So this year, they haven't given a date though. Coming soon to early access. So yeah, that's going to be mega popular. So I can't wait to see the updates and stuff. I'm a bit worried it's going to be like mega scary though. But you know, I was told the first Subnautica was massively like jump scare game, basically. Virtually a horror game is what I was led to believe. And I jumped in it and it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't like so totally terrifying. In fact, I think on my YouTube, there's a couple of shorts from Subnautica, which are worth a watch because they're a bit funny, but yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty keen for that. Yeah, this game here, Tavern Master, it's a great little indie game. It's just like you build your tavern basically, like in the olden days, back in medieval times. You build a bar, and you level up your bar, and you get money from patrons, and it's just a cool little, it's a bit of a time waster, I guess. Saw someone playing that last night. Yeah. They've done a bunch of updates to it. I think it's just a single guy developer. I actually played it ages ago and I like 100%ed it all the way through. But they've got like this new DLC, which is a pirate. You set up a pirate tavern or pirate bar. So that's a great little game. Manor Lords, obviously. Dave the Diver, amazing game. And I would like to jump back into Dave the Diver, and I'd like to max it out too. Hang on guys, I just got to take a phone call. Man, phone is running hot today. That is for sure. What was I saying? Yeah, Dave the Diver, a phenomenal game. I would like to max it out at some stage, which would be cool. What else do we got here? Just having a look at the list. Borderlands, I started playing that a little bit, which maybe I'll get back into. I basically started playing it because there was a bit of hype around it, and I've actually never played any of the Borderlands games. Settlement Survival, another little city builder, which I had a bit of fun with. I tried Delta Force. I'm not a huge fan, to be honest. It was a bit laggy. It's very kind of, for me, it was a very Asian dominated player base. I didn't find a lot of sort of locals playing it in the Oceania region. No Man's Sky, that's up there with one of my all-time favorites. 407 hours playtime in that one. Love No Man's Sky. Planet Crafter, pretty much finished it as well. Good little game. So yeah, and then we're getting back into some older game. Valheim, another one of my favorites. All these games that I just haven't played a whole heap of. Red Dead, I sort of got into it a little bit. Not super my style of game, to be honest. Hogwarts Legacy, I actually have that on the Switch, and I played heaps of it on the Switch. And I wanted to grab it on the PC because I was going to play it and stream it. And just to get the better graphics, because the Switch graphics are, let's be honest, pretty poo for Hogwarts on the Switch. So I haven't actually played much of it on here at all. 2.8 playtime. So maybe I'll get into that at some point. Sea of Thieves, yeah, it's like one of my most played games. In fact, I think it is my most played game. Sea of Thieves, love Sea of Thieves. Just, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with it, to be honest. Played heaps of it, but I don't like playing it solo. I've tried playing it solo. It's just not my favorite thing to do, playing Sea of Thieves solo. Did have a bit of a crew going for a while, but it was hard to sort of get them together all the time, and you know, so it sits there not having been played for quite some time, actually, nearly a year. I can't believe it's nearly been a year. I've missed a bunch of their new seasons and updates and stuff. And yeah, down the list we go, back to the year before. Lots and lots and lots of things, all the things, but yeah, it's sort of, this last 12 months is sort of my main play base of games. Love the crafters, love the survival crafters and city builders, particularly those. And sort of the, you know, the quirky sort of games like Dave the Diver and Terra Nil, those sort of bit quirkier kind of games. So love playing those as well. Not so much into the FPS, although I was playing Hell Let Loose quite a while, which is good fun. And I think I just enjoy the strategy aspect of Hell Let Loose. It's really good for, you know, strategic gameplay and voice communications with other people and that kind of stuff. So yeah. Here's a question. What is your most played game on Steam? How many hours have you got? What's the game and how many hours have you got? Split Fiction. What is that game? Need to get your new hard drives to your rig? Yes, sir, you do. Split Fiction. I need to embrace mind-blowing moments as you're pulled deep into the many worlds of Split Fiction, a boundary-pushing co-op adventure. Interesting. I might wishlist that and just see what that's about. Kind of looks intriguing. I'm just having a look at the little pop-up that Steam does. Oh, Ubisoft is having a 85% off sale. Dark Hours. No, don't do horror. Command and Conquer. Come on. Who remembers CNC? Command and Conquer. Classic. Let's have a quick look at the Ubisoft publisher sale. What do we got? Star Wars Outlaws is 50% off. Wait. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is 67% off. $30. That's cheap for that game. All the Assassin's Creed games are down. Assassin's Creed Mirage. That's the latest Assassin's Creed, is down to $30. Man, I feel bad for those Assassin's Creed games. Stand up for a bit. Yeah, I feel bad for those Assassin's Creed games because, I don't know, they just kind of lost it a bit. I don't know if people were just expecting more than what they were offering, or... But, like, I feel like Valhalla, particularly Valhalla, because there was so much hype around it, and it just kind of fell over. You got the remastered of what? You want 60 terabytes of space for no reason? Yeah. All those streams, all those cooking streams, TNL. Wait, what were you? Oh, Command & Conquer. Yeah, I did too. I've got the remastered too in my Steam library. Love it. It's almost just sits there as for nostalgic purposes. I don't actually play it all that much. Well, like ever. I think I played it a couple of times, but it's like, it's just nice to have those games there, you know? Those games that I grew up playing. Command and Conquer, and that was a big one that my brother loved, Command and Conquer. Assassin's Creed Mirage kind of just, I don't know. I don't think there was any hype around Assassin's Creed Mirage. When did it come out? Like, it came out late last year. Like, it's only brand new. And it's 60% off on Steam. It's like, man, it just died. I think Ubisoft is struggling at the moment, to be honest. I do. Like, I think these games are all good games. I mean, the Assassin's Creed games are all largely the same game, essentially, with different cosmetics. But I think Outlaws got a bad rap. The Assassin's Creed games. Anno's a solid game. Rainbow Six Siege. Prince of Persia. Again, I think it just fell over. The Division 2. Kratzy, Division. It's $12 on Steam at the moment. Skull and Bones is down. For Honor, I never played that. Brawlhalla, I played a bit of that on the Switch, not on PC, but on the Switch for sure. Oh, the Far Cry games as well. Far Cry New Dawn. Okay. It just came out on the Xbox store, and I wasn't sure when it actually came out, but it's $6. I mean, it's a few years old now. What's their newest games? Is their newest one? Far Cry 6. 2023? I don't think they have a newer version of that. Of the Far Cry games. What else? Watch Dogs Legion. That just came out on Xbox Game Pass as well. I thought it might be worth having a look at. Oh, Immortals Phoenix Rising. That is a phenomenal game as well. I've played a fair bit of it over the years. No, I haven't touched it for a little while, but it's $6 on Steam. It's very much, think Zelda Breath of the Wild. Very much those kind of vibes. Very cool game. Very cool. Haha, Splinter Cell. Love it. Gee, when did that come out? 2013. Which one did I play? It must have been the original, was it? 2008. Man. Getting on a bit. They're getting on a bit, those games. Alright, enough reminiscing. Enough reminiscing. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just seeing my work stuff for the week. See what's coming in today to do. I got like nothing like major to do. I've just got lots of little stuff, you know, little stuff. Be really good to knock a bunch of it over today, actually, because next week's actually going to be pretty busy for me, which leads me to let you guys know Monday and Tuesday streams will not be happening next week. I'm sorry. It's sadly an EA game. It hurts your soul. Why are you anti-EA? TNL, tell me, why are you anti-EA? Microtransaction leaders, yeah, okay. Yep, I get that. Ubisoft's heading that way too. And that's a problem. Like Ubisoft, they release these games. Like I think Star Wars Outlaws was like $130 Australian to buy the game, and then it's full of microtransactions as well. It's like, what? So I get it. I get it, you know, and I remember the day when you'd buy a game, wouldn't be online, you'd buy a physical copy of a game, and a new game would be about $80, right? And I guess back then that's probably the equivalent of, you know, a lot more than that, but there wouldn't be microtransactions. The game would be in a more or less finished, completed state. You know, you wouldn't get updates and stuff, DLC and updates and all of that through the game, of course, but you could just buy the game and play it, and there wasn't all the extra garbage, all the extra little, you know, pay to play stuff that people add in these days. And I get, if you're releasing a game for free, that's how you make money on the game. I get that, and that's great. Like if it's a free game that has, you know, you can play it, you can advance in it, you can upgrade, you can do all that, and then they have the option to say, well, if you want some of the premium cosmetics or stuff, then, you know, you can purchase those, but it doesn't actually affect you playing the game in any way. That's fine. But these games that are like, yep, buy the game for $120 and then you're going to have to purchase things the way Fortnite does it. Yeah, exactly. And the way Overwatch used to. I never played Overwatch. But yeah, that's the whole thing, you know, like you can just pay it and you can just play the game without needing to buy anything. And if you want to buy stuff, it's purely just, you know, cosmetically based. It's not game breaking stuff, or it doesn't give you any unfair advantage in the game, which a lot of the games do these days, and it's not cool, man. It's not cool, all right? It's not cool. Cosmetics only on a $100 game? Yeah, I guess. As long as it didn't affect your ability to play and advance through the game. Yep. Yeah. And that's fine. That's just a business strategy, you know? Like relying on people that have the means to be able to buy those things. For sure. For sure. Alright guys, well I think I was going to just sit here and do some work, but I need to actually log on to another computer remotely, and I don't think streaming and doing that is going to like me very much, so I might just call it there for the day. We did our lectionary reading, our Bible reading today, and I got a clip of reading the Psalm, which I'm going to post on YouTube because I thought it was pretty cool. So keep an eye out for that. Like I said, Monday, Tuesday next week will not be happening because I will be out for large portions of both of those days. But yeah, Wednesday we'll be here. There's potential maybe a night stream to make up for those. Probably, if anything, it'll be Monday night. Probably won't be Tuesday night. Might be Monday night. We'll see. I'm not promising, but keep an eye on the Discord because I will update all the info in the Discord. And I have a game in Steam I just remembered that I downloaded a demo for, which I'd like to play. A space factory / city builder type game. So I can't even think of the name of it off the top of my head right now. But guys, that's it for me today. Have a fantastic weekend. Have an excellent weekend. It's going to be a fairly quiet one here, I think, at this stage. So yeah, I'm gonna just hook in and smash out a bunch of work today and try and be as productive as I can, and then I'm gonna get into weekend times, and should be good. All right, guys, be good, make good choices, get some good rest. Kratzy, you be good, sir. TNL, you're always good, I know this. Get some rest, my dude, and we'll chat soon. Good night, guys. All good day, all good morning, all good afternoon, whatever it is. See you later.
Silver line into the story. If you thought that I would turn it one day, y'all don't know me. May my fears rest in peace, cause that's a old me. Got this taste on my tongue, I crave the glory.